Hey friend, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I take photographs and list them on eBay and Poshmark, and then hopefully sell them for a profit. Today is Monday, March 4th, I think, ish. These are the items that I sold over the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, I do have 8 items, I believe, that are being shipped out today. So I have a gross sales amount of $272.83. It was actually a really good weekend. I sold some higher priced items, which hasn't happened for a while, other than just like 1 or 2 here and there sporadically. So this was good. I spent a total of $17.31 on these items that I have sold, and I made more than 10 times my money back. So I am very pleased. Stick around to the end and I'll share the exact number with you. I might put it on the thumbnail, but so you may already know. Anyway, this is the first item that sold. This is Nike Air, and actually this is the last item that sold. It doesn't really matter the order they sold in, but these are Nike Air Force Ones. And I just know that because it says it right there. And when I Google image searched it, it said it was called the Solar Flare. So this has an average sale price of $48.04 and a 26% sell-through rate. I do check, for my videos, I check all the sell-through rates on Terapeak, which you can find in your eBay store under research. And my daughter bought these at the bins. I have a 13-year-old who likes to go to the bins, the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound. And she got these for herself. I think she wore them once and decided that she was over it. So I actually have a 0 cost of goods into this. I mean, obviously they cost me something, but because they came from our personal closet, I put 0 as my cost of goods. They sold for $40 on Poshmark. I did not, this was an offer that was sent to me, so I did not have a shipping discount. After fees, no shipping, no cost of goods, my profit's $32. I did split that with my daughter. So she was pleased because she is trying to find, she wants a new pair of Converse. She actually found a pair of Converse at this, on this trip as well that she got for herself. And her sister ended up snagging those. So I had them listed for like 2 days and my 16-year-old was like, hey, I need some Converse. And yeah. So I don't know exactly what that means exactly, other than my teenagers are wearing Converse, so maybe if you find Converse, look them up. I know the high tops are what my teenagers are after, so. My 13-year-old has a pretty good handle on what is popular and not. My 16-year-old always looks adorable, but she is a little more, dresses for comfort and her own personal style, which I think is great. All right, another pair of shoes. I haven't sold shoes in a while. I don't list a whole lot of shoes because they take up too much space and I don't know a whole lot about them. But these are Brooks GTS 17. They also say PDR8 on the side. I don't know what that, I don't know. So Brooks Adrenaline, that was somewhere. I don't know where I found Adrenaline, but Brooks Adrenaline GTS 17 has an average sale price of $22.98. However, they have a less than 1% sell-through rate. So I looked at the actual numbers up because I was curious. There are over 9,000 listed and only 81 pairs sold on eBay. This is on eBay. So you know, I don't know. I bought these at a thrift store for about $2. Is what I have my cost of goods at. I bought them about 4 months ago, so it's not like I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know if I didn't look them up or if I didn't look them up well. I'm not really sure. But less than 1% sell-through rate is not a very good probability that my item will sell. However, they did. So, you know, sell-through rate is not everything. If you've seen my videos, you've heard me say that before. They actually sold for $34, which is great on Poshmark. So I do, sorry, that's really loud. I do think that Poshmark and eBay have different sell-through rates. So you can keep that in mind. There are some things that sell better on Poshmark and some things that sell better on eBay. I only use eBay to do my sell-through rates and my comps because that's what I primarily sell on. However, you wouldn't know that the last like week or so because most of what I've sold is on Poshmark. Anyway, all that to say, my profit is $25.20. I also, how is it 20 cents? Oh, that's why, because yes, okay. We're good, all good. The fee was $6.80, so that's exactly what it should be. Poshmark does take 20% fee, if you don't know that. eBay also takes fees, but theirs is a little different. It ends up being about 20% for me because I do promote right around 4%. I've tried a lot of different things and I don't know what the right thing to do is. I just don't. So that's what I do. I don't know if it's right or wrong or the best practice or whatever, but that's what I do. I never want to come across as this is what you should do because I don't know. I've been doing this for about 2 years, which is enough to know a little bit, but things change constantly. So this is something else that was ours. This is a flannel shirt. It has kind of like a buffalo check, but the buffalo check is brown and navy, which is different. But this is just a J. Crew flannel. It does show wear. One of my daughters wore this through the fall and a little bit in the winter and then was done with it. So I really like that about thrifting a lot is my daughters can wear something for a little bit and get bored with it, and I don't feel like I've wasted a bunch of money on clothes. So J. Crew flannels have an average sale price of $20.56 and an average sale price of 14%. That's not super high, that's for sure. But mine sold for $15, which I think is decent. That's too big. I'm seeing if I have any recycled polymailers that I could use on that, and I don't. Yeah, mine sold for $15 plus shipping. That was an offer that was sent to me on eBay. It was actually an international sale, so they paid more than that because the shipping that I see is the shipping that goes to the international hub, which is in Chicago. So basically I send it to eBay and then eBay sends it to whatever country it is going to. If you have questions about that, let me know and I will do my best to answer it. But I have zero cost of goods. My profit is $14.51. Because I do a calculated shipping and eBay gives you a shipping discount, like you get a shipping label discount. Sometimes I make a little money on shipping. These are very cool. So I love overalls. Anytime I find overalls, I check them out. These are very fun. They are new with tags. I'm gonna have to find the brand in here. Where did it go? Where did you go? Okay, I'm just gonna show you this tag. Sorry. So these are Aerie, which I believe someone told me recently is the teen brand of American Eagle, I think. These were new with tags. They're corduroy. I don't know if you can see that. But then they also have a raw hem. So it has like, they're frayed at the bottom. And they're new tags. And they were a double XL. So I felt like all of those things were good. I'm trying to remember if I looked up comps. I'm almost certain that I did because I paid $8 for them. And I don't usually pay $8 without looking up comps. So these have an average sale price of $28.93. I did list mine high because of them being new with tags and being a double XL. And mine sold for $38 on Poshmark. That was an offer that was sent, and I don't remember. I think this was just a regular offer, a 15% offer that I use Prime Lister to share and do offers on. So I think this was just a regular 15% offer, but because it was an offer, I have the shipping discount. I spent $8 on these at a Goodwill somewhere. And what's my profit? $20.38. For a couple months, 2 months. Oh my gosh. My hand cramps randomly. And it always makes the worst timing to decide to cramp. I am using a Tyvek mailer. I don't think the Tyvek miller's adhesive is very sticky, so I always reinforce them with these little priority mail stickers. All the priority mail supplies you can get on USPS.com. Somebody told me about these longer priority mail stickers, so I got a few. But they're not on a roll. They're in like a stack. But it makes it easier for that to go across. So if you're unfamiliar on Poshmark, you can use any priority envelope or box to mail your items in. Okay, here's the sale of the day. Get ready. It's very exciting. I had my kids, my teenagers, guess how much this sold for. So I'm gonna let you guess too. Here it is. It's like a little stretchy romper, one-piece bodysuit short thing, okay? Guess how much it sold for. All right, I'll show you the tag first. There's that tag. It says, next to naked body short, black sand, size large. And this is the tag. Game. And then also on this tag, it says universal standard. Okay, put your guess in the comment. Guess, guess, guess. Sold for $70. I should have warned you. Did you guess already? Okay, $70 on Poshmark. The comps were really difficult. But somewhere when I bought this, or after I bought it, I saw something that made me price it at $100. And then on Friday, I sent out 30% off offers on Poshmark, and this was one of the things that was accepted with that, so it sold for $70 with the shipping coupon. I tried to find exact comps. There was nothing. The brand itself brought up a bunch of, so Game, Universal Standard. I think that is actually a collab. I think those are two different things, but I don't really know. But the average sale price was $74.12 and 17%. That was filtering it by clothing and women. So, but when I showed my girls this and asked them to guess, my 13-year-old fashionista was like, oh mom, those are really popular. Of course it sold for that much. So I don't know if she knew the brand exactly, but like that style. She was like, yeah, that's something that's really in style right now. So you heard it from the expert. I paid 73 cents for it. That was the average cost of goods. I think it actually had a $2 tag on it, but my profit is $53.25. So super excited about that one. There's not really anything that I'm sad about today, so that's always good, right? This is also pretty cool. This is a little baby quilt. And it has, this is Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Sam, apparently, are their names. This did have some stains and some, I don't know, stuff on it. Yeah, there's like, it looks where, like it got a little schmutz on it right there. So, I was, again, struggling to find exact comps for this. But what I could find, it was $12.89 was the average sale price and 14% sell-through rate, which isn't great. But I sold mine for $20. I think I had it listed for $40. Somebody offered me $20 plus shipping. I'm happy to take that. I did pay a little more than I probably should have for it. I did pay $5 for it at my favorite thrift store. I usually have a super low cost of goods, but sometimes they have items priced there specifically, and this was one of those things. So I am going to use a big recycled poly mailer. I'm trying to like hide things. Oh, this was kind of funny. If you're a reseller, you might understand. I do like, okay, did I hide it? We're good. I do wrap all my items in tissue paper and I put a little thank you sticker on it. And over the weekend, I got a message from one of my buyers asking if they could ask me a question as a seller. And I was like, of course. And this person said, why do you all wrap things in tissue paper with thank you stickers on it? Is it required by eBay? And I just responded that it was not required and I couldn't speak for other people and why they do it. But I do it because I just think it looks nice. It presents, you know, it presents the package in a nicer thing than just throwing it in a, you know, a plastic poly mailer and sending it on its way, which I know lots of, you know, major retailers do that. And then I said, I just put the thank you sticker as a, you know, a little teeny tiny token of my actual gratitude. I said, I'm not a big corporation. I'm just a mom trying to earn some extra money for my family. And I, you know, I want to show my appreciation, and that's just a teeny tiny way that I can actually say thank you. But it must have been a man that sent the message because he said, okay, that's interesting. He said, it seems like it happens a lot for his wife. Like the things that his wife buys are nicely packaged and his are not. So I don't know why that is. I think that's interesting. Anyway, that quilt, the little baby crib quilt, sold for $12.37. Oh, this is cool. I say that a lot. It is cool though. This is a vintage vest. It is patchwork. It is red, white, and blue. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. It is a plus size and it has linen. It's a linen blend. Corette City Blues, excuse me, is the brand there. Super fun little thing. Little vest. So when I searched vintage, patchwork, vest, plus size, and linen, mine was the only one that sold, but it was 100% sell-through rate. So there was none other listed exactly like it, or, you know, similar. So I took out plus and linen and left it at vintage patchwork vest. And that gave me a $28.03 average sale price and a 10% sell-through rate. So, you know, vintage can be hit or miss because if you have the right thing. I think I used cottage core and grandma core in there. I just don't have anything that size. Yeah, so anyway, it sold for $21.98 plus shipping on eBay. So $27.78 was what they paid total. I have an average cost of goods as $1.58 from a garage sale. And I bought it about 9 months ago. So it's taken a little bit to sell. My profit's $17.09 though, which is great. Now, I saved the best for last. I didn't. That was sarcasm. I saved the least for last. This is a little bag of Build-A-Bear clothes. I don't really want to get them all out. Maybe I should, just to make sure they're all okay. I'm going to leave them. There's the little Build-A-Bear tag. They're all like sparkly and I don't know, whatever. This is kind of a collection of things that came either from the bins. If I find either Build-A-Bear or American Girl clothes, they cost almost nothing when you're buying them by the pound. Also, sometimes my children, my 8-year-old daughter has a ton of dolls and bears and dog clothes and bear clothes, and sometimes they just get filtered out for whatever reason. Anyway, I tried to sell this on its own. I had it listed for over a year, and it got taken out in my inventory purge / redo for like my inventory system. And I put the things that I pulled out on auction. So I had one more bin full of stuff that I finished up at the beginning of February that I hadn't put on auction yet. So I put it on auction. This is the only thing that sold. I think I had 30 items total. So, I mean, it's not a great percentage of things that are selling. But, you know, one thing sold. I could have probably sold this for even a little more at my, like a vintage, a local consignment sale that happens in my town twice a year. But honestly, I'm not even sure. I probably would have priced it at $5 and it probably would have sold on half off day for $2.50. This sold for $5.50. I actually started it at $4.99. So more than one person bid on it. My profit ends up being $5.21 because I have zero cost of goods just because of where it came from. So my total profit for the weekend is $180.01. So I'm very pleased. A couple, $40 sales, that $70 sale certainly helps. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I know what I was thinking. I was thinking I might, since I just have this bin of stuff to put, that I just came off of the, I'll get there. Sorry, my brain is fried. It's been a weekend. The auctions, I think I might run it just one more time because it's not in my way, and I might just, I mean, it is in my way, but it's not that much in my way, and I might just run it one more time just to see if I can sell a couple more things out of it, because there's actually some really nice, there's some hats, there's some coats, there's a really pretty, like, plushy Natori robe that is almost brand, I mean, it is brand new. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment if you haven't. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. It's so fun to be able to share what I have sold with you, and I appreciate you a lot. I'll see you soon.